He's looking for another big game. It'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Got a good NFC matchup on tap. Arizona Cardinals. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald, and tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, the first quarter, like you said, has set the tone. Can't connect there. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. Let's see what week 3 has in store.
Check 56. Hang out. Bam. Slam. Check 26.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going on the ground with Homer. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
56.
On third down, Wilson. And able to find Kirk complete. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. When you field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? A field goal, let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time for a ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 36 power.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, that one complete to D.D. Westbrook.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run this with Homer. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And not much to speak of there, maybe a yard down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake. McDonald nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, McDonald making the catch is Sternberger. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
This is brought in at the 21. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. To throw is Wilson. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Go. Alert flare.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
One left. Motion to the backfield. Move the team. Gun. 56. Check 56.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Guys, listen. 56 is the mic. Who ain't got? Keep it up, guys. 14. 3, check 3.
From the 44, Wilson. The open man is Westbrook. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on second down, Wilson. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Run left.
Watch the back.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Russell Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Jim. Alert. Shit. He's coming.
Again, it's Homer. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Tight dog.
Four down. Check 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 25 yards that time.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
14. Hey, 0. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Oh, get ready. Good side.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. McDonald, throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down.
Set. 60 out long.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. McDonald. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down. He will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? In behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Jones. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally, and his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax, you don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona 1st.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Packers down on the scoreboard. Just under 2 minutes to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. McDonald. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. McDonald. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, McDonald trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
We own them. Mike 56, Mike 56. Come on, baby. It's 1 fluff. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Right here.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. D.D. Westbrook, 83 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Cards, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Packers,